success is considered not easy. It needs that you believe first in yourself, that you can do something. You can say that what comes easy, go easy. Working as a judge, you have a direct decision, you have independent decision. If you decide to be a lawyer, you shouldn't be aware about money. A very big case depends on a small procedure. You have to make update day after day, or you will be like old man with old vision. And in general, we can say that you have to read more and more in the field of the court, specializing in it, and also about the court history and about the court composition and the number of judges and the specialization of each chamber of each court of law degree. Yeah. A modest person have a message in life and seek to achieve it.
I am your host Gaurav Garg, and we welcome all our viewers to our show Amazing Mentor. Today with us is Mr. Mohamed Gomaa. He is currently judge at the Court of Appeal, Egyptian State Council. A mentee at the 8th cycle of the Young ICCA's Mentoring Program 2021-23. Former lawyer, Legal Affairs Department, Egyptian Russian University. Member of Scientific Committee of International Journal of Legal Interpretative Judgement, published by the Democratic Arab Center, Germany, Berlin since 2021. It's a pleasure to welcome Mr. Mohamed Gomaa to our show Amazing Mentor. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for the introduction, and I'm so happy to participate with this amazing program with you today.
Thank you very much, sir. So, how was your childhood and what is your favorite childhood memory?
My childhood was normal childhood. I grew up in a middle class family. My father was working as a lawyer and my mother was working in business management, and I have one brother elder than me and also one sister. I used to go every day to school with my elder brother because he was like the safeguard for me. And I have different childhood memories. The most important one, which is once I have participated in one of the most important national ceremony happening in my country. That was really interesting and was really meaning for me a lot in this period. You can say that a small number of students can participate in these events, which occurred once a year. This is one of the most interesting childhood memories that I can remember.
So tell us about your educational background, schooling and higher education.
I was a student in a governmental schools which has less level of education. However, this depends most of the time on you to prove your skills, to learn from others, to work on yourself as much as possible. So in my prep school and also in my secondary school, I was in a governmental school which called Tabari School, which is located in Cairo in Egypt. I remember that I pay as a fee about $20 every year. So what I wanted to say is that the governmental education or international education, it doesn't make a big difference with you, because every time it depends on you. It depends on how you are suspicious to improve yourself, how to work on yourself, work on your skills. Everyone should try hard to achieve success. Yeah.
So any school or college memory which is notorious you have still in your mind?
I would like to play PlayStation, so I used to go in competition every weekend with other colleagues and other students, participate in PS matches or games together, and the one who achieves the first high results of gaining, he will be invited for free for a dinner in a big restaurant, and this was really interesting.
So what was your dream profession as a child?
My dream profession, I would like to be a member of one of the international organizations like International Court of Justice or the ICCA or World Bank.
So what about your hobbies and interests?
Really, I have different hobbies. Secondary school, I was a football player in one of the national football teams here in my country. After that, once you start professional life, you have small time to participate every week in football matches. So I decided to play the tennis, and I learned playing tennis 4 years ago. So one of my favorite hobbies now is, we can say, playing tennis. Also, I like reading the comparative law, learning from other cultures, learning from other skills, and I like sport in general.
So who was your inspiration in your early childhood?
I can say that my father gave me early inspiration because he was working as a lawyer, and I used to go with him to his office sometimes. I remember that he accompanied me one day to one of the court sessions. He inspired me about the legal field and how important the role of the lawyer can play in achieve justice and help people to get out of the problems they face in life. Maybe some people innocent, they didn't commit any crimes. They give all of their hope on the lawyers. The lawyer play a very, very important role in people's life, in their lives. Yeah, I can say that my father inspired me a lot.
So where did you started your career journey from?
I can say that after I finished my bachelor, I was thinking about which I should go with. So I found a lot of my friends started their real life. I preferred to improve my education more and more, my skills in the legal field. So I decided to study a master's degree in public and private law. And also, I remember that I got an internship in one of the most famous law offices in my country here, which helped me to acquire a lot of skills in the legal field. And after about 1 year and a half, I submitted for my first job as in the legal department at the Egyptian-Russian University. He accepted my application, and I started. This was the beginning of starting my legal field career as a lawyer at the legal department representing the Egyptian-Russian University. I spent 2 years as Egyptian-Russian University, and after that I worked more and more, and I traveled to learn the French language. I remember that I spent about 2 or 3 months in France for learning the French at the center called Cavillam at the city of Vichy. Vichy was the old capital of France during the Second World War, before Paris and Marseille. So I spent 3 months learning the French language, which helped me more and more in the future, as I will discuss with you. And I thought about, my father told me, why not to thought about joining the Judgement or judiciary in Egypt. I was feeling that it's not easy to be a judge in a small age. It's really a very, very important profession. So it needs to exert more and more efforts, because your decision will decide on people's life. I remember that I participated in public competition here and offered in Egypt to join the judiciary. I was one of the selected judges who work in the Court of Appeal in the Egyptian Council of State.
So what aspect of your job do you like the most?
Once you try to decide in a case, you have to search in different kinds of laws. You can sometimes find a solution in the civil law, another time you find it in the commercial law, and another time you have to search in maybe criminal law or procedural law. So it gives you a lot of experience. One case can include different aspects of law, and also I like to improve my career because the judgment or the decision of the court is not like a rigid decision. No, it needs to improve by days, and this is the work of the judges. So I remember that in 2017 I was very, very interested in the new jurisprudence of the French Council of State and its decisions in the area of the contract law and contract disputes. And that I remember that I found a new decision which decided by the French courts, and it wasn't adopted here in Egypt. So I decided to remove this new thinking and new directions, new jurisprudence of the French courts to the Egyptian courts, and this was really a great, because it opened the door for the third party to attack the contract. If a contract between me and you and third party can attack the contract, you can say that he has no interest. Once the new direction gives the third party the interest and the ability to attack the contract. So what I like more and more is that this profession is accepted to be renewed day after day. It accepts changement and creation every day.
So who is your mentor in your professional life?
I can say that judge who was working at the Egyptian Council of State, he retired. His name is Mohamed Al-Mahdi, the first Egyptian judge selected to be a member at the International Court of Justice, and he also had a lot of literature and books and researches, and also he participated in the international field and also gave lectures in different international universities, and also he was an arbitrator, a very skilled arbitrator in the field of arbitration, especially investment dispute. This judge will achieve a lot of things. I don't know how, but you can find about 100 research or books. Yeah, it's really inspiring me. Yeah.
So what's your definition of success?
Success is something you can make it from one day and night. Success is considered as a lot of steps together, gathering together, a lot of efforts that you exert year by year, day after day. This is you try and fail until you achieve the success. This is the success. It's not easy, but not impossible. It needs that you believe first in yourself, that you can do something. You believe in yourself, that yes, you tell yourself every day that I will do it. You can say that what comes easy, go easy. The go easy and the fast. Yeah.
So if you are able to get hold of time machine, which phase of your life would you like to roll back?
I think my childhood, because you have no pressure, you don't thinking a lot, you just want to go out and play with small things and meet your colleague at school. Nothing in your mind than eating and play. This is really very nice. You have no responsibilities. Your father pay everything. You have it's free of any responsibility, any of pressure. So the childhood, yeah.
What do you think? What is the role of hard work, smart work, and luck in achieving success?
Achieving success, it's like of combination. The hard work, smart work, and luck in achieving success, because you can say that if you work hard without being smart, take a lot of time, take a lot of efforts. It needs to be smart, and you take the chances. Yeah, of course, chances comes. Once the chance comes, you should exploit the chance, and you should say that to yourself that this is my chance, so I have to exploit the chance and achieve my success. I can say that it's a combination of both hard work and smart work. This will create a luck in achieving success. Yeah.
So any particular reason to choose legal services as your profession?
As I mentioned, because you can say that the law is connected with everyday events in our life. Once you are walking in the street, and you found something happened, you will ask yourself, is it legal or not legal? What the law is saying in this occasion or in this situation? Did I have the right, or do I have the right in this situation or not? So the law is a social science, as we can define it. So it is connected with everything in our life. Once you go to the supermarket and buy something, if you found a problem, so you need a legal solution. Yeah, so it is connected with every daily life events that can or could be or may occur every day. Yeah.
So how has been your journey so far from lawyer to judge at the Court of Appeal, Egyptian State Council?
To move from working as a lawyer to a judge, it was not easy. Both, I respect both. Both are the pillars of the justice. So judge can't work without a lawyer, and lawyer can't work without judges. So they treat each other, and everyone participate with enough rule to achieve justice. I decided to move from lawyer profession to a judge, to working as a judge in 2014, because I found a chance, as I told you, to achieve something better. It's really more connected with me because I like research, studying comparative law and the new directions, the new jurisprudence. And once you wanted to change, it's the best place to change is working as a judge. You have a direct decision, you have an independent decision, you can make a change, a real change.
How would you define a good lawyer and a bad lawyer?
Bad lawyer is seeking to achieve for his client goal regardless the real justice, and he wanted to prove, for example, that his client is innocent, was legal or illegal. It doesn't matter what the means, solutions that he will use to achieve that. So he is always seeking maybe the easy path to achieve his personal interests, his personal benefits, and also on contrary found that the good lawyer is seeking to achieve the justice. I know here in Egypt some of good lawyers who didn't accept the case once he knows that client is guilty in real life. He refused to take the case because he refused to defend the guilty person. He knows that he is guilty, so he refused to take the case from the beginning. So if you decided to be a lawyer, you shouldn't be aware about money.
Any heart-touching judgment that you would like to share on our show?
One of them, that a person, he was a father, he tried to confess himself that he committed a crime, and the court discovers that his son was the responsible. His father was trying to make his son safe. He was crying and he tried to say that I am the one who committed the crime, not my son. And the places, every document and proof in the case refers that his son is responsible. So this is one of the hard touch cases, but yes, there is a lot of cases we face every day.
So, if anybody want to be judge in Egypt, so what would be the procedure and what all application he has to file to become a judge?
Okay, we can say that in Egypt it is a little bit different from other states. We can say that in common law countries we can find that to be a judge it required to acquire a number of years of experience in the private legal field before joining and being a judge. On contrary, in Egypt, and Egypt consider a civil law country, so here the situation in Egypt, it's a public competition. It means that after you graduated from the faculty of law, you need to have a master degree in law. Then the state make public competition. Every law graduates can participate in this public competition, and something like exams and interview, that occur during about 1 year, and after you pass all of this, also the security reports by the police about the behavior of the person and dictation, and if this person or candidate has committed any of the crime, felony or something, that the police report also mentions that. And after the High Council of the judicial system here in Egypt gather all of this information and the results of the exam, we will choose the most appropriate qualified judges to participate in the judicial and be judges in the judicial authority here in Egypt.
So what advices would you like to give to new lawyers and judges?
My advice is to work on yourself, to read more and more, to not only read in the national laws or national legal system. No, it's not enough. As a lawyer, you have the skills, personal skills, language skills, and also you can find a small procedure can solve the case. A very big case depends on a small procedure. If you want these skills, you have to read more and to read in the international field, comparative laws, and know how other countries grow in the legal field, how the new directions adopted by other judicial systems, other courts, and the other legal system which are similar to your country maybe. And also once you decide to be a judge, of course it needs more efforts, as I mentioned, because your decision is a very definitive decision, and people's life depends on this decision, so you have to exert more and more efforts in this field. After you graduate, I give advice to every law graduate student, after you finish your university or undergraduate study or postgraduate study, every day you have to continue learning. You shouldn't ever stop, because if you stop, the life doesn't stop, and the world every day have a new updates, like the applications you file. You have to make update day after day, or you will be like old man with old vision and have no updates. So you have to work on yourself more and more. You have to read more and more in national and international fields. And one also important advice for the lawyers: specialization is very important thing, but you shouldn't say that I will be specialized in a certain field of law, like criminal law or something like this, unless you acquire enough experience and enough knowledge in the other disciplines of law, because I think that all disciplines of law are connected together directly or indirectly.
So what are do's and don'ts you would suggest while preparing for legal examination?
For legal examination, here in Egypt, we can say that, for example, if you will submit your application to be a judge in administrative court, of course you have to read about the public law and administrative law. In general, we can say that you have to read more and more in the field of the court, specializing in it, and also about the court history and about the court composition and the number of judges and the specialization of each chamber of each court of law degree.
So now we will start a rapid round.
Okay.
Your favorite actor and actress?
Actor, Al Pacino. I like Al Pacino. Actress, Kareena Kapoor.
Your favorite color?
I like blue so much.
Favorite destination?
My favorite destination is France. I like France so much.
Your favorite car?
Mercedes.
Things in your wish list?
I wish that, as I mentioned, to be a member in one of the international organizations. This is in the short run. In the long run, I wish that if I could participate in people's life beneficially, submit a lot of advices and a lot of improve the people's knowledge and skills in the legal field as much as possible. I wish that I can achieve something that be helpful for people for a long time.
A dream house?
My dream house, it need me to be very rich, I think. I like the sea so much, so my dream house, I think, it should be in front of the sea.
One thing that you would like to change if you have provided superpower?
I'd like to help poor people in poor countries. Also, if I have a superpower, I will to help people as much as possible.
The second choice of career?
If not lawyer, I would like to be a pilot.
At last, one line that defines you?
You can say that a normal person, a modest person, have a message in life and seek to achieve it.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you and listening to the experiences and the challenges, plus the advices that you had shared on our show. Thank you very much for your time.
It was my pleasure. I'm so happy also to participate with you today, and I hope my discussion was being beneficial for others. And thank you very much for the invitation.
Thank you very much. Thanks for watching Amazing Mentor. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to get regular updates. Thank you very much.